Welcome to Dear Fans. Alan Clark has once again made headlines not just for her on-court dominance, but for a strategic decision that underscores her commitment to growing women's basketball when offered a groundbreaking opportunity to compete against NBA legend Stephen Curry in the NBA's three-point contest. Clark turned it down not because she lacked interest, but because she wanted to do it on her terms within the WNBA instead of stepping into the NBA spotlight. Clark chose to make history in the WNBA's three-point contest at the upcoming All-Star Game in Indianapolis. This decision is not just about one event, it's a statement. She is determined to bring more attention to the WNBA, ensuring that its biggest moments happen within the league rather than borrowing credibility from the NBA. Clark's choice speaks volumes about her priorities. While competing against Curry in an NBA event would have been a rating sensation, she saw a greater opportunity, one that keeps the focus on women's basketball and its growing fan base. Her commitment to the WNBA goes beyond personal accolades. It's about elevating the league, increasing sponsorships, and bringing in new audiences. The Caitlin Clark effect on the WNBA. Clark's impact on the WNBA is undeniable. Her presence has led to a historic surge in ticket sales, television ratings, and overall fan engagement. The Indiana Fever, her team, has seen record-breaking attendance, with a 264% increase from last season. Home games are consistently sold out, and road games featuring Clark attract massive crowds, sometimes doubling typical ticket prices. The numbers speak for themselves. Clark's effect is transforming the league. WNBA All-Star voting saw a staggering 700% increase this year compared to last season, and Clark herself received over 700,000 votes, making her the clear fan favorite. These figures highlight the immense excitement she has generated not just among diehard WNBA fans, but across the entire basketball world. Her decision to keep her three-point contest debut in the WNBA ensures that the league benefits from this momentum. Historically, the WNBA's All-Star Weekend has struggled to draw the same attention as its NBA counterpart, but Clark's involvement changes that. Millions will now tune in, bringing unprecedented exposure to women's basketball. Prioritizing the WNBA over personal gain. Clark's choice is not just about turning down an NBA invitation, it's about setting a precedent for the future of women's basketball. Many athletes in her position might have chosen the more high-profile NBA event, but Clark understands the bigger picture. By keeping her biggest moments in the WNBA, she's proving that women's sports don't need to rely on the NBA to gain legitimacy. They can stand on their own. Some critics speculated that Clark declined the NBA's invitation due to concerns about adjusting to the three-point racks used in the contest. However, those who know Clark's competitive nature understand that if she were going to participate, she would prepare thoroughly and aim to win. Her real motivation was clear: to ensure that her first professional three-point contest happened in front of WNBA fans, not as a guest in an NBA event. Her decision could also open doors for new collaborations. There is already speculation that Curry or another NBA player might participate in a future WNBA three-point contest, bringing even more visibility to the league. Instead of taking the easy route and immediately accepting an NBA opportunity, Clark has positioned herself and the WNBA for long-term growth. The WNBA's responsibility to protect its stars. Despite her enormous contributions to the league, Clark's rookie season was not without challenges. She endured XSI physical play, questionable officiating, and moments where the league failed to protect her from aggressive defenders. Some incidents, such as hard fouls that went unpunished, raised concerns about whether the WNBA was doing enough to safeguard its most valuable players. Clark had every reason to prioritize herself after facing these difficulties, yet she remained committed to uplifting the WNBA. Her decision to stay loyal to the league should serve as a wake-up call. If the WNBA wants to keep growing, it must do more to protect and promote its star players. Clark has already sacrificed personal opportunities for the greater good of the league. Now the WNBA must ensure that she and her fellow athletes receive the respect and support they deserve. Redefining women's basketball. Clark's influence extends far beyond her on-court skills. She is not just playing basketball, she is reshaping how women's sports are perceived and valued. The financial impact of her arrival in the WNBA is staggering. Teams that previously struggled to sell tickets are now filling arenas, and media Networks are scrambling to cover her games. Even the WNBA itself has recognized her star power, prominently featuring her in marketing campaigns and making her the face of the league. For years, women's basketball has fought for equal recognition, and Clark is proving that it doesn't need to ride on the coattails of the NBA to succeed. Her decision to keep her three-point contest debut in the WNBA ensures that the league, its fans, and its players benefit the most, whether an NBA crossover event happens in the future remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Clark is driving the WNBA's growth on her own terms. As the new WNBA season unfolds, all eyes will be on Clark once again. The question now is whether the league will step up and fully embrace its rising superstar, ensuring that her impact continues to propel women's basketball. Like this video and subscribe this channel. Thank you.